Ready, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I'm talking now. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're loving this hairdo today. I am deciding to do like a little 80s look because why the hell not? I was not born in the 80s. I was born in 1990 and I missed the whole 80s like bright colors fun thing and went straight into like grunge. So I wanted to today do a bright blue eyeshadow with like thick blush and a bright lip just to like pay homage to the 80s because they're my boyfriend's favorite decade. I hope you all liked the new intro. Shout out to Joey, my friend Joey. He's the one that made it. And I'm super stoked that I have people in my corner that are like encouraging me and supporting me and they're like want to see me do good because I want the same for everybody else. So Joey Goodlow, he's an amazing animator. If you're interested, go check him out. I'll see if I can like link his Facebook or something somewhere. Anyways, starting out, I'm gonna use my little The Alchemy Living Rose Water. I already put on my CBD moisturizer. Just gonna let this rose water kind of sink in. As far as the 80s go, I'm pretty sure it was mostly like pale skin and rosy cheeks. Like I'm gonna try and put some clips in here of inspiration photos, but I feel like that for the most part was the 80s. It was like crazy brows, blue eyeshadow, pale skin, and bright ass cheeks. So I'm gonna start with my concealer and just under my eyes. This is like so typical. I don't even know if they used concealer in the 80s or if they did. I think they might have used it. It was either under your foundation or over your foundation. I'm not really sure. My mom was the one that taught me how to do makeup / friends and just watching people. For the most part, my mom like taught me less is more and you need to like, you know, make sure it looks all blended. She was the one that taught me the whole cotton ball blending trick. I know actually that was like a huge thing in the 80s, so maybe I'll do that. Actually, I don't think I have any cotton ball, but we'll make it work. See how that doesn't look too bad. I wish I had a scrunchie, to be honest. I don't have any scrunchies. I used to have like a whole scrunchie collection when I was younger. My mom would put them on paper towel rolls and that's like how we would store them all because I had one to match like every outfit. It's very JoJo Siwa, but she wears like bows. Next, I mean, I feel like in the 80s they didn't really have, or at least they didn't wear like that much. I'm gonna use some translucent powder just to like kind of mattify my face because I know the dewiness was definitely not in at that time. So taking some of my Revolution translucent setting powder, I'm just going to mattify the places that get pretty oily for me. That's like my upper lip, under my eyes, on top of my eyes. My eyelids get really oily and usually my forehead and my chin underneath my lip right there. That's where it gets super oily. So a little bit on the forehead. Like they didn't do like contouring back then, you know? They didn't really use, I mean, I'm sure they used some sort of bronzer or whatever, but I feel like it wasn't very like pronounced like it is now. That's pretty much it for my face. I think I'm gonna do is just some concealer and some transluce. Yeah, they were just mainly focused on the eyebrows. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna comb up my eyebrows and then I'm gonna set them and then that's all I'm gonna do with my brows. I feel like they might have even done like the soap, the eyebrow soap thing, which I've never done, but I think it's been done on me before. See, that's the thing. It's like as a model, I've had my makeup done so many times, but I just always had that idea in my mind that somebody else can do my makeup better than me. And it's not necessarily true. Like there's some makeup looks that I'm like, wow, that looks gorgeous. I want to learn how to do that. And then there's others that I'm like, well, because I know my face shape, I feel like I could have done it a little bit better, you know? And that's not knocking anybody because we all have different face shapes. We all have different eye shapes, eyelid flap shapes. You know, we all look totally different. So even for me to do somebody else's makeup, it's really hard. Like on somebody that has a really round protruding eyeball, that is really difficult for me because I'm used to having to make my eye look like it's protruding rather than like actually naturally having that. With my little hooded eyes, I had to learn from a very young age to not hide my eyeshadow. Like it would always have to come out here because if I just put it on the lid, as soon as I open my eyes, it disappears. And I pretty much learned that that in high school when I started doing makeup. And it's funny because I remember there were even girls back then who were like, Kelsey, you're the one who inspired me to do my eyeshadow like this. And I'm like, damn. Like, I just never really realized that makeup was like that big of a tool for me until like now. I digress. Okay, so I combed through my brows and I just put a little bit of the NYX eyebrow setter in it. Now, I'm just gonna go in with some freaking, I mean, I don't really have, this is the only blue eyeshadow I have. It's the Naked Cosmetics Heavy Metal. I used this during my Kim Kardashian Get Ready With Me. If you want to check that out, I'll link it above. So yeah, actually, I think I'm gonna start with a little bit of Milani Bella Pink. It's like a shimmer eyeshadow that I've had for like forever. And I'm gonna put that like on my brow bone and kind of all over as a base, just for funsies, to like give it, like, we're in the 80s right now. Like, who cares? Makeup is bright, it's fun, it's colorful, and you know, I forgot how much I liked this eyeshadow. You know how like you just have pans sitting around that you like, sometimes you use them, sometimes you don't. There's times when you're like super into one color and then you like fall out of it, and I think that's so interesting how trends come and go. And like even now the whole scrunchie thing is coming back with like the younger kids and TikTok, and they all wear scrunchies on their freaking arms and whatever. And I'm like, scrunchies used to be so ugly. Like they were like kiddish, you know, and it wasn't cute. And so we stopped wearing scrunchies like in the 2000s because it was like, ugh. A scrunchie? Insert Sex and the City clip here of Carrie saying, a scrunchie! A scrunchie. So I have that cute little purple down, and then next I'm going to take a little bit of my Naked Cosmetics just in the cap here, and we're gonna see where this goes. Tap tap. See, in the 80s it wasn't really about, I mean there are some looks I've seen that are about like carving out your eye shape and whatever, but I think for the most part it was just like literally that. Like a little bit of color or a lot of bit of color, and it's just like all over the lid. And I remember my mom would always tell me like, if you got it up too far, take a cotton swab and just blend it. And that's how I learned how to do eyeshadow. So I'm just taking a majority of the pigment is going to be on my outer brow bone, and then coming in and just kind of going all over the lid to meet my lash line. We're not going crazy on the inner corner though. We're not like, you know, making circles on the inner corner. We're just kind of like nicely covering just like our lid. That's literally it. And you know, in the 80s it can be a little messy. Like they weren't all about perfection. Damn. Cute. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the eye, dude. 80s makeup was just like super like, get to the point, just put that color on me and make me look like a Barbie doll. So I'm gonna go in with some of my waterproof mascara because I am in a bikini and I'm gonna go swimming after this because I have a pool in my backyard, which is like so clutch during quarantine. Weird flex. I'm putting on my mascara on the top and the bottom lashes. And you know what? This makeup style will probably come back. Trends recycle. I remember in like the 90s, early 2000s, we were going through old pictures with my family. We were looking at old pictures of mom and dad and, you know, our aunts and uncles and all the clothes that they would wear. And I remember telling my mom like, ew, those pants are so ugly because they like went up to her belly button. And now high-waisted pants are like so much more flattering than the low-waisted ones. Whereas back then, the low-waisted ones, I remember telling her, Mom, I feel like the time that we're in now is like the most normal style. And that was like the early 2000s. So if that says anything about styles, like I thought that was a normal style. Like the whole low pant, like, ugh. Gross. I can't believe that was even a thing. Like, I remember my mom saying like, look how tiny the crotch is on those jeans. They're so small. I digress. We're gonna go into blush now because, like I said, in the 80s, they didn't really wear bronzer. I think I'm gonna go in with my my Urban Decay all-nighter because she's nice and like bright and purpley. And we're just gonna go, I'm gonna show you what that, in one of my other videos I was talking about this lady who would do this like insane blush. It was this style. This is literally her blush. Like that's every single day, dude. Like that is so clown-like. But shit, dude, like that was, it was hot. That was what was cool. So let's see if it is now still. I guess that's kind of what I'm doing, is experimenting to see like what this style looks like on my face. Should I do highlighter? I don't think they did highlighter, but like I just love highlighter so much that I can't not have any highlighter. My Ofra highlighter. And I'm not gonna do like a ton. We're just gonna give her a nice little tiny glow. Even though, like I said, like matte was like the thing back then. I just love that shine. It just gives you such a good, you know, that youthful, it's just like fierce, chiseled. So that's pretty much the face look that we're gonna do. I'm gonna set this real quick because I'm gonna go in the pool later. That is the NYX Matte Finish setting spray. And as far as lip goes, I don't have like very many quote unquote 80s colors. I think this is, I was looking through today, I think this is like the most 80s I get. It's kind of like a corally, pinky, reddish. It's the Essence Soft Contouring Lip Liner in the shade So Lovesick. And we're just gonna... What I like about this lip liner is it's super soft, you know, like I can literally just rub it on almost like a lipstick and then it's so soft, but still pigmented, you know? And that's the look. How do we feel about our 80s? Is she fierce yet? For the most part, I feel like that's what the 80s were about, is about the statement eye, statement cheeks, statement lip, and statement hair. Everything was bigger and better and futuristic. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're interested in seeing more of me, I don't really have a schedule as to like how many times a week I upload. It's really just more like I feel like doing this, so I'm gonna do it. And I do want to keep you guys happy. I do want to like keep pumping out new stuff for you to watch. But at the same time, Kelsey's mental health and physical well-being comes first, as it should always. People think, oh, I have to post content, and it's like, no you don't. No you don't. So yeah, I hope you like this video and I hope to see you again soon. Peace out. People looks on my face. If I don't forget, I'll give you I'm probably gonna cut that out. Hi.
You making YouTube videos in a teeny keeny?
Yeah, but you can't see it.
You sloop.
Go away, Zeph. I'm recording. I'll be out in a minute.
Come on. Let's go.
Taking some of my Revolution translucent and then like slurring like Sylvester. I'm used to having to make my eyebrow, or